What is up, everybody? My name is Hyken, and it's finally here. My review of the glorious Model O gaming mouse. Before we get going, please do remember to like and subscribe. It really does help me out. Follow my social media, Twitch, Twitter, blah, blah, blah. You get it. All right, let's get into the review. First off, some general information about the mouse. You can get this mouse in matte, black, or white for $50, and you can get it in glossy, black, or white for $60. I got the matte black version, and that's what's going to be in all the footage you're going to see today. Shipping cost me about $5, so not bad at all. The thing is also very, very popular, so the model you want very well may be black ordered right now. I think the matte black specifically is very popular. But the good news is that if it does get back ordered, it tends to get back in stock in about 2 weeks. So much better than other ultralight mouse companies. It is a very nice looking box, and inside it you get the mouse, a little pamphlet thing, some instructions with warranty info, 2 stickers, and a showcase of other products. Now, let's talk about the mouse itself. The thing weighs an impressive 67 grams in the matte version and 68 in the glossy, which is super noticeable coming from the 90-ish gram Logitech G305 with a AA battery in it. The cable on this mouse is really great. The cord, it's called the Ascended cord, is really quite awesome. You don't even notice it, honestly, and this is coming from somebody who has only used wireless mice pretty much up to this point. Some people have said that you really don't even need a bungee, but I went ahead and got one because I like having my cables all neat and organized and all that, and it just looks better. It also comes fully equipped with Glorious's own take on the Hyperglide skates. These G-skates, as they call them, are really awesome and help this mouse glide real smooth. You also don't have to worry about getting actual Hyperglides, which go out of stock quite frequently, and these are only $15 available right from Glorious's website. The main mouse buttons are Omron mechanical switches rated for 20 million clicks, and they sound great, as you should be hearing right about now. The side buttons are probably the weakest point on this mouse, if I'm being honest. We'll hear those now. And the middle click too. Now, you can actually press the back mouse button if you actually press hard enough right below it, which is kind of weird. Like, it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's just weird. Like, I guess they're trying to make the plastic as thin as possible. I don't really know. I'm not going to try to justify it. If that's a deal breaker for you, then fine, but it honestly hasn't tripped me up a single bit. The side buttons also just feel kind of flimsy. I honestly think that they're the weakest part of this mouse. A couple people have even said that their side buttons have straight up broken on them. But Glorious does have really good customer service, and it sounds like they've been taking care of all of these people. The sensor on the mouse is also great. It's a PixArt PMW3360, which is used in a lot of other mice. I haven't had a single problem with it. The sensor has been great so far. The notched scroll wheel is also kind of nice. However, it does take a little more force to push down on than I would like, but that's just my personal preference. The DPI button is on the top of the mouse, which is fine. It's small enough to where you're probably not going to press it accidentally. For me personally, I just go into the software and disable every other option that isn't 800 DPI, and then I disable the button. There's also a LED DPI indicator at the bottom of the mouse, so you can see what DPI setting you're on. Speaking of the software for this mouse isn't really anything special, but it does give you some fairly limited control over lighting effects and DPI settings. It also lets you mess with bindings and create macros, stuff like that. It's fairly simple, but it does have profiles, which is nice. I really love the lighting on this mouse, I gotta be honest. I think it's a super cool feature and makes the thing stand out a whole lot more on your desk. The branding on the mouse is also fairly limited and tasteful. I really don't have a problem with it. I'm a big fan of the honeycomb design as well. It doesn't bother me at all when I use the mouse. I barely even feel it. It just took a little bit of getting used to. As for dust getting inside the mouse, I think you'll be fine as long as you have some compressed air. This mouse also fits pretty great in my hand. I use a bit of a claw grip with not a lot of curve in my fingers, and it fits my hand just great. My hand is about 7 inches long, if that helps. The mouse is plenty comfortable for me, but did require a little bit of getting used to since it's a little bit longer than my last mouse. The matte coating also feels great. I can't speak for the glossy coating, but I didn't get it because I was worried about fingerprints and hand grease showing up too easily. The matte coating looks great so far, and I've had this mouse for about a week and a half, I think. In my honest opinion, this is probably the best mouse I've ever used. Now, granted, I haven't used a G Pro yet, but this thing is awesome. For $50, I can't really see this being a bad option for anybody, unless your hand size is just not compatible with this. The lightweight really has made an improvement on my aim. You'll see a pretty sweet clip from my Twitch stream a little bit later, but it's just a good looking mouse that's solid. It does exactly what you need it to, and it's crazy lightweight. It's awesome. I seriously highly recommend this mouse. If you don't mind lackluster side buttons on a mouse that won't cost you upwards of $150, cough cough, Finalmouse, cough cough, then buy this mouse. That's all I have for you today. Remember to check out the Twitch stream, follow the Twitter, all that good stuff. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace out. Relax. But that's what oh! You'll love to see